Yo, what's going on, people? I know it's been a while since I haven't posted a video, so I thought, you know what, it has been a while, so that right now is the perfect time for me to give an update video on all the solar devices that I've been having, that I reviewed in the past, because now it's more accurate, now it's more legit, and yeah, now it's more it's more ideal, you know. I pretty much have all my devices, my solar devices that I've been using to be able to live and sustain my off-grid lifestyle. I've been having them for about a year. The Duracell solar generator I've been having for about 2 years. So yeah, why not give an update on that? You know, to give a more accurate description on the performance of these products. That way you know if you should consider them or not. You know, so I'm going to be talking about my Eufy products. I'm going to be talking about my EcoFlow products, my Blue Eddy, and my Duracell, because those are all the solar products that I have. So all my products, just to keep it more simple and more straight to the point, all my products that I've reviewed and I mentioned in the past, they're all still working. They're all still working great. So just to make the video more quicker, I'm going to mention the products that are not working no more. I'm going to start off with that. So starting off with the Eufy, the solar cameras. So I have many solar cameras installed on my RV. They're all still working. I've been having them for, I don't know, I want to say like 8 months. Um, they're all still working great, and they're very reliable. I'm able to, yeah, they're still working great. There's only one of them out of all of them that are still working. Only one of them became defective. I tried to troubleshoot it. I tried to update the firmware, and that wasn't working. And I tried to do like a factory reset on it, and it still wasn't working. So yeah, that one definitely became defective. But it's only one out of the many solar cameras that are still working and performing very well. So yeah, I still highly recommend Eufy's solar cameras for, if you're living off grid and if you want to have like security surveillance. I still highly recommend it. Other than that, my Duracell solar generator right there, that one's, well, let me take the light off. That one's still working after 2 years. I'm not gonna say that it's working 100%. Sometimes like it still turns on, but it's like not charging anything. So I want to say like it works like 80%, or yeah, like 85%, pretty high. And it still works really good. Like I said in the past, it's really more like for recharging things, not really for like recharging things like, for example, my Nintendo Switch, my cell phone, my my GoPro batteries, my, I don't know, my Bluetooth devices, my speaker, my headphones, etc. Anything that requires recharging, that's what's really excellent for. But if once I want a TV, watch TV on it, stream Netflix or whatever, that's when it's not that reliable. It gives me like about an hour of continuous TV time, and then it shuts off. It just drains too much power away, so it's not really good for that. But for recharging things, it's excellent. So it's still excellent doing that. So yeah, so if you want to get like, those go for pretty cheap. I don't know, I can't say how much they retail for anymore. I can't remember. I think in the past they were going for like 650. Don't quote me on that, because that's me just guessing, trying to remember. But it's pretty affordable, and if you get it secondhand, you could negotiate and try to buy it off someone on offer for way cheaper. I don't know, 300 bucks, 400. Save some money, and it's pretty good. For what it is, what it does, still pretty good. So yeah, I still recommend the Duracell. Um, I would say it's a good product. I wouldn't. My cats right here wrestling each other crazy. Yeah. Man, Ariel's always a bully. He's always, most of the time, always starting it. It's always Harlow that starts it. Ah, he's smacking her. She's smacking him. Damn, Ariel's pimp slapping him. My bad, I got distracted. Where was I at? Shit, I forgot where I was at. Yeah, the Duracell still, I would say it's a good product. I wouldn't say it's great, but it's a good product for sure. From scale 1 to 10, my rating would be a 6.5 to almost 7, 6.5. Yeah, 6.5, solid one. Good product. Now, as the other thing that's failing is now going to the EcoFlow Glacier. Yeah, the EcoFlow Glacier. It's unfortunate, because that's where I was like doing my grocery shopping and keeping my food refrigerated, and now I want to say that now works as a freezer, but not even that. Like, I can't even use it as a freezer too, because now it's functioning as a freezer because it freezes everything now. Like right here at the temperature gauge, when it's working, it would say 99, and so I set the temperature, but it still resets to 99. It doesn't actually adjust, and it just freezes. As you can see, like, you can see that this thing is completely frozen. It's just ice, the water. It pretty much creates weapons, it just makes everything into like bricks, into solid ice. Not only that, but it gets really bad because it even like if I leave cans in there, soda cans, it explodes them. All of a sudden you hear pop, bah, 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 and shit's exploding inside, and then when I open it, it's a big mess. Just soda splatter all over and chunks of ice, and it's all messy in there. So yeah, definitely not. I can't even use it as a freezer. It just explodes everything, and yeah. So, and it's not like I try to troubleshoot it. I try to update the firmware as well, and that doesn't do anything. I try to remove the battery and then reinstalling the battery. I try to disconnecting the cable and then wait 10 seconds and then connect it, plugging it back in. I try to do a lot of troubleshooting and just nothing works. It's still acting the same, and it's already been like that for like 4 months. So yeah, at this point it's just taking away space now. And then I started searching up online to see if anybody was undergoing the same issue and what they did to try to repair it. And then unfortunately, way too many people were experiencing the same issue. It's like it's an overwhelming amount, just way too many numerous people going through the same thing. And then and it looks like everybody was experiencing the same thing in the same timeline. So yeah, that's unfortunate because it's a pretty expensive item, and then for it to not be working, it just sucks. And for to not really get proper support, it sucks, So there has been like two videos that I've seen, that people that have repaired it. One of them, I remember that he mentioned that you could just replace the temperature sensor cables. You go on Amazon, you buy like 4 cables, and they're called temperature 10K cables, and then they cost like, I don't know, anywhere from $10 to $20 for all 4. And then yeah, he managed to fix it, but he doesn't really explain like where you have to slice off the cables and then reconnect those new ones. So I don't know. So I still don't know how to do that fix. Then there's another video of some other guy that was saying that you just need to get like foam or something. That video was half an hour long, and then honestly I didn't watch the whole thing, and it looked kind of like, it seemed complicated, so I didn't attempt, to be honest. But if I do see a video, if I do manage to go back to it, and I manage to learn how to follow through it and actually do it myself, maybe I'm gonna try to see if I could do a step-by-step process of the same video, but try to keep it concise and simple. Do a step-by-step process in a simple way. I'm gonna try, but I don't know. At this point, honestly, don't know how to fix it. So yeah, it's just taking away space, and I could say that I definitely, absolutely do not recommend the EcoFlow Glacier. I was saying good things about it in the beginning, but that's only because it was working great, you know, until it stopped working. And you know, it didn't last me long. I want to say like 6-7 months before it started acting up. So yeah, it's not it's an expensive item, and but yeah, but the EcoFlow Wave 2, the one that's a cooler, heater, and a fan, and solar powered, that thing has been saving me right now that it's summertime, and it's, you know, it's really hot right here. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie though, it has to be like faced directly towards me so I could feel it. But once it's directed at me, like, I definitely feel the cool air. And then the sun being, you know, at 100% to the panels, like, it's just continuous electricity, free AC, you know. So I definitely recommend the EcoFlow Wave 2. It's definitely saving me right now. And even when I just need the fan, it works flawlessly too. The heater, it works really good too in the cold. So that thing hasn't failed me. The only thing though, I'm not gonna lie, like all of a sudden the light, I could explain more easy. I know it's kind of messy. But see, okay, so it's already on right now. I forgot to turn it off. But as you can see, it has the 4 lights on, so that means that it's fully charged. So sometimes when it acts faulty, because I think it has way too much sun exposure, so it kind of, and it's already like kind of like fully charged, or just too much sun, makes it kind of like I don't know, makes it perform kind of faulty. So then you will see this blue light right here. It will turn like a reddish, or like a reddish orange color. What the heck? Calm down, Harlow, man. All right, so it will turn like, my bad for that. It will turn like a reddish color. So when it's like that, that means that it's faulty, and it doesn't want to emit any cool air or anything like that. So what I did at first, I remember I started like, I started thinking like, oh man, this thing already got defective. So I started troubleshooting right away, and I looked at the firmware, but it was already up to date, so it had nothing to do with the firmware being out of date. So what I did is just, what you got to do, let me turn on the light. For anyone that is experiencing that problem, you got to disconnect the cable. Specifically, if you're living off grid, disconnect the solar cable. Disconnect that one. Once it's disconnected, then you're gonna turn off the EcoFlow. Hold it until this turns off. Now that you don't see the light, that means it's successfully turned off. But then you have to go down here and then turn it off completely. Right now it's still on right here, so you're gonna hold now this button until those 4 dots disappear. Now everything's completely turned off. Now that everything's completely turned off and the solar cable is disconnected, then you're gonna turn it on, and this thing should appear blue now. If it appears blue, that means that it's working properly, and you're gonna feel the air, and then after this appears blue, the lights are gonna turn on right here too. Then you could reconnect the solar cable, but you have to wait until this light appears and it's blue for you to reconnect the cable. You don't do it before. But yeah, and then and then it should be working good and it should be charging properly again. And but yeah, every time you see that red light, just follow the steps that I said. Disconnect the solar cable, turn it off, hold the button, turn it off right here first, then hold that button, turn these off, and then once everything is off, press the power button. The light's should be turning blue. Once it's blue, reconnect the solar cable, and that's it. But yeah, it's still working really good. My Bluetti, that thing, man, that thing it's a beauty. That thing is just, it's majestic. so beautifully. No complaints on that one. Nothing is defective. It works so good. Yeah, and then my Eufy cameras, like I said, all of them are still working really good. It's just one that got defective, but those are good odds, you know. Other than that, everything else been good. Let me see. I got this. It's my room. My place is kind of messy though. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty messy. But I got this new rug. It's a good quality because it's like slippery, so it's easy to clean, and it looks nice. And then I got that kitty pillow right there, getting in the Halloween spirit, and I just think that kitty looks pretty cute. Yeah, I found them. Then I got that setup right there so it could look proper and I could still eat. They got their litter box. I got their 2 food container place things, and I got these to try to like prevent the ant problem that it's been getting because of the meat. It tries to eat their meat food. I was trying to get some magnetic plates because it's still having the same problem. But I gotta find the magnetic plates. But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get like a second layer of plate that's smaller, so I could surround this, like the inside, with water, and then that should help with the ant problem. And also my room, I don't really want to show it because it's kind of messy, but as you can see, it's extended out now. So it used to just be like this, all this right here, all the way to right here, exactly right here, touching that. But now it has all that space is stretched out all the way out, because I used the slide out. I finally used the slide out. I finally tried it, and now I got all this walking space right here. Like I could actually walk now. I was never able to use that. Like this mirror was touching my bed the whole time, so all this walking space didn't exist. So it's good to have more space in my room. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Ariel, she used to be I think I already mentioned it though. She used to be smaller than Harlow, and now she's bigger. She's been spoiled with food, with everything, with love, and she's been eating really good. So now she's bigger than Harlow. For a while she was skinnier and a lot smaller, like it was like really obvious, and now it's obvious that she's bigger. So yeah. But yeah, that's my take on it. The EcoFlow Glacier, the new rating that it has, I gotta give it a 1. You know, it was working really great, really excellent. You know, but now way too many people have the same issue. So that says something, you know. But I can't say that I'm surprised because it is a first generation product. Usually first generation products, they tend to be faulty. And then that's where, you know, people give their feedback, and then they start making repairs, modifications, and then the next generation product, it's already modified, it's already fixed up and not as defective, you know. So I can't say that I'm really surprised, you know. It just sucks because it's so expensive, you know. But if you happen to find one that, you know, that is secondhand and it's bargain, like almost to the point where it's like it's way too unrealistically cheap, you know, then, you know, go for it. You know, it could be good for 6 months, and if you only paid $100, $200, you know, like $100, $150 for it, then you're not really gonna be hurting, you know. But I definitely wouldn't pay retail price for that, for the EcoFlow Glacier. The EcoFlow Wave 2, you know, it still gets credit. It's still really good. It's like I said, it's helping me right now during summer. But other than that, everything else been good. Yeah, just been working a lot. Still trying to, you know, save up for property. So little by little, but I'm getting there. You know, still trying my best. What else can I say? Until the next time, I don't know when I'm gonna do a video again. Might be a while, just being honest. I don't really know. But yeah, that's my update video on everything. Peace out, everybody. Everybody have a good night. Have a good day. Stay up, stay motivated, stay hustling, stay focused, stay doing great things. All right, everybody. Peace out. Take care. Y'all have an excellent day. Peace.